Hello and welcome to Quilt Week. We're here the day after the 4th of July. I guess that makes it July 5th, right? And we are hoping that you had a wonderful and relaxing weekend celebrating the independence of America. We are, I'm wondering what you all did for the 4th of July. I know that Bonnie, I saw some of Bonnie's celebration, which was putting up some of her patriotic quilts on her Facebook page, which was really nice.
Do you know, I have a lot of quilts and it's always fun to share them. So I posted a number. Wayne used to always go to the Des Moines Quilt Show and bid in their silent auction. And he always voted for the ones that were flags. So I have quite a few small flags. So over the weekend, I was able to display quite a few of those on my Facebook page.
They looked really nice.
Then, you know, the other part that I had over the weekend?
Oh, what?
4th of July to me always says sweet corn and fresh peaches. And I had both.
That's wonderful. I wished that I had had hot dogs on the grill and watermelon, which are both going to be consumed this week. I was kind of busy running around this weekend, but how about you, Betsy?
Well, I traveled back home and visited my daughters.
Nice.
And we had a lot of fun, big cookouts.
That's
we had a good time.
Wonderful. I think Bonnie's got some new people to introduce.
I do. You know, Melissa Winters has been our Director of Education for the last 4 years, and she just moved back to my hometown of Muscatine, Iowa.
Oh, I didn't realize it was in the same town.
It is the same town, and she's going to work for the Red Hen there, who they have a quilt shop and they also do some retreats, and so she'll be working with the group there at the Red Hen. And so I'd like now to introduce you to the new staff who will be taking a couple of new positions on our Quilt Show staff. These are exciting times here at the American Quilter Society. Melissa Winters, who has been our Director of Education, has left us to take another opportunity. And so we've been able to promote some of our other staff members. I want to introduce you to Liz Hammond, who is our new Director of Education, and Jill Langston is our new Vendor Coordinator. And so Liz, just tell us what you're doing.
Well, thanks, Bonnie. We're working hard at lining up teachers for our 2018 and 2019 Quilt Week events, and we always love getting new classes in and seeing new faces. So if you have any interest in teaching for AQS, go to quiltweek.com, scroll all the way to the bottom of the homepage and click Instructor Information. From there, we can see what you have to offer, and hopefully we'll get to work together.
And I know Jill can't wait to work with our vendors, can you?
That's right. I'm really excited to work with all our current vendors and always looking for new vendors. So if anybody's interested in vending or has any information they want to share with me, just go to quiltweek.com and click on vendors and you'll find me right there and I'll be glad to talk to you.
So we hope that you'll check out quiltweek.com and that you have some opportunity to meet with both Liz and Jill at one of our quilt shows, or call them if you need some help. The phone number is 270-898-7903, and we'll talk to you soon. So I hope that if you are interested in being an instructor or a vendor at one of our AQS Quilt Week events, be sure to contact Liz or Jill or both of them. We have vendors who also do some teaching, so if you're a vendor and have some classes that you'd like to teach, we would very much like to talk to you.
Liz and Jill are both very personable ladies who will make your day better when you talk to them. I'd like to mention the quilt that is behind us today. This is a quilt based on a pattern from Marie Webster, who was a very early pattern designer. This quilt was from 1911, I believe. It was made by Maddie Haynes of Quilt Smart, and Maddie's kit is available at Shop AQS. The quilt was quilted by Kathy Buono. The neat thing about this quilt is that the kit comes with, it's not laser cut, but it is, the fusible is pre-printed for you, so that all of the specifics are that you don't have to do the whole tracing thing for the fusible, and that'll really enhance the making of the quilt, the quickness of making
It'll save
the
a
quilt.
lot of time,
and
won't
it's appropriate for either needle turn or for machine applique. So we hope that you'll take a step back in time, 100 years or so, to make a new make a new old quilt. I really love applique. I haven't done much of it myself. I am very impressed with a lecture that I saw. A few years ago, I used to do the lecture room at AQS Quilt Week, and I loved it, absolutely loved listening to all the lectures, which, by the way, is a really great way to enjoy Quilt Week because you get to hear a little bit of, or a lot of information in a little bit of time. If you don't want to take a whole morning for a workshop, you can step into a lecture. But Mary Sorensen's lecture was about applique, and she sat for 3 hours with a camera over her hands while she talked about her version of needle turn applique.
Cool.
The most wonderful lecture I've seen.
That's so neat to get to actually see them
It
demo it
is.
like that.
It is. It really made me want to do it,
Yeah.
and I haven't. I need time. I just need time.
And I think you have to put your mind to wanting to do applique. I do needle turn applique, and I used to think of it as one of those 4-letter words.
It
you know?
seems like it could be. Sure.
But there are so many different ways to do it today that you just have to find the one that's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always so peaceful to me.
Right.
Just kind of that handwork gets you going, and pretty soon you're all relaxed and
Yeah, it's
refreshed,
nice.
right?
We need that
It's
sometimes.
also forgiving. Do you know?
Oh, it is much more so than people think.
Yeah, when you're piecing a quilt, the points have to come together, or most of the time we try to make them that way. But when you're doing applique, nobody knows exactly what that was supposed to look like to begin with.
No.
So you can fudge a little bit more with applique.
That's very true. Very true.
We've been asked a question, does Mary Sorensen have a class at Quilt Week? Or an online class?
Actually, I do not believe that Mary is teaching at Quilt Week at any of our shows
I
coming
think
up.
her last one was Chattanooga last year.
And she does have
She
an
does have an
iQuilt
iQuilt
class.
class, yes.
She
So
does.
if you
She
want to
sure
learn her
does.
technique, it's on iQuilt.com and just look for Mary Sorensen.
Right.
That's right.
Now, what are the things I think? Betsy knows something about
I think I do.
fiber bombing? Is that?
Right. So Bonnie and those blocks in a tree are going to get together.
Can
you tell us about that,
You're going to
Bonnie?
have to explain that.
Yes, one of the fun things that we're doing in September in conjunction with the Fiber Festival, which is held here in Paducah the end of September, the Fiber Festival group, say that fast 3 times, will you? But they're going to put some fibers, fabric and yarns and stuff around trees around Market Square. And so we asked, can we do that during the quilt show? So we're going to do it up 2nd Street,
Oh, wow.
Madison Street,
Look at that.
clear to the convention center.
Oh, those are beautiful.
And so we're asking people, I believe that our staff sent out an email last week asking people to donate some odd blocks that you might have or even strips of fabric you have left. And would you believe somebody already sent us some? It came in the mail today.
Wonderful.
That is fantastic.
Now somebody asked, what can the smallest size be? I don't know. This might be a 3-inch square.
Twig cover.
Yes,
right?
but you know what? We're going to do some streamers and attach some of these blocks so they'll blow in the wind. And so when we do that, this one must be like an 8-inch block. They can be any color. We want it to be colorful. And so we'll be attaching these to the trees, and they'll be up the whole month of September.
That is
It's
so cool.
our own public art installation.
That'll be
That'll be so
fun. I
fun.
can't wait to see the creative ways that these are put on the trees. I've heard about this happening in other towns, so I'm happy that we get to participate.
Yes, it'll be fun.
Mindy
fun.
Jacobs has a question for us when we were discussing applique. She wanted to know which applique we prefer. And then, is it needle turn, machine? What's your favorite? So what's your favorite, Bonnie?
Needle turn is my favorite, and it's because I learned how to do it, and I enjoy that, and it's very portable.
Yes.
I do some on the machine, but not as much because I like the portable ability of being able to put it in a little baggie and take it with me.
Yes.
I would say my most desired one is needle turn because I want to learn very, very much, and I might have to take the iQuilt class, I think, to learn that again from Mary because that's been a few years ago. But I did a lot of machine applique at one time. I was putting quilt blocks on sweatshirts and things like that.
cool.
And it was
Yeah.
kind of a little bit different way of applique, but I mean, it was still the same.
That's always very
same
pretty,
method.
yeah.
And that
That's
you can
very
do
cool.
just about anything with that. You can make any design.
That's very true. Well, I've always been hand. That's kind of where I started at, and so it's always been home for me. But I've noticed that it depends on the project, what my favorite method is going to be. Some things just really lend themselves to wash and wear, heavy usage kind of thing. And then
Right.
I always go for machine because it's just so
Absolutely.
many hours to do the hand applique. But if it's incredibly intricate, probably my all-time favorite is back basting applique, where you work from the back of the fabric to do the applique, and that's my favorite.
Yeah, I've heard that's a really unique way to do it, and
Pretty accurate and no marking.
Right.
Right.
that's
love
the best,
skipping steps.
That's the best part.
We have another question out here of what is your opinion of bamboo for batting? Bamboo to me is kind of similar to silk or one of those very drapable types of batting. One thing that's good about bamboo as batting is it's renewable. It's a renewable
Oh, right.
product. So your bamboo and your silk and your cotton, those are all things that we don't have to manufacture. Still has a process, but you don't have to make the base product to begin with. So bamboo, if you haven't tried it, I'd suggest that you do try it.
And that's the thing, right? All these fun new things that come out, try them. Just give it a try and see what you like it for.
I'd love to know what
Right.
people think about bamboo if they've tried it.
Yeah.
So if you've tried, let us know. Seems to me that some bamboo seems to have a breathable quality to it, but
It's
at the
lightweight,
same
very
time,
lightweight.
isn't it kind of, it has a little bit rougher texture, or does it not? Is it smoother? I really
I
don't know
thought it
for
was
sure.
I believe they have to put a finish on it to be able to keep the fibers all there
I see.
together.
Maybe that's what I
Very
noticed.
much like a
Right.
cotton batting usually
thought it
has
was real
some kind of
soft.
a finish. The one thing about bamboo, though, is that it's cool in the summer and warm in the winter, kind of like a wool batting would be, and it's very lightweight.
It is very lightweight. That's real nice about it. It makes for a light quilt.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, does that wrap it up for today?
Well, I don't know. Somebody asked me, where are we going to be next? And so the next thing we'll be doing is going to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and that's August 16th through the 19th.
That's
I
a
may be
beautiful
wrong.
location. Grand Rapids has the rapids are actually running right through town. It's a beautiful town.
You will find all of the information. Registrations is open for Grand Rapids. And so I hope you'll go to quiltweek.com and check it out. The classes, we have some really fun events going on there. Lenny Weiner is going to be doing a big trunk show for us. And we talked about Susan Cleveland last week. She's going to be teaching there, and she's going to be doing her eclectic quilt pageant. Now, you know that has to be
Knowing
fun.
Susan, it will be great.
That has
It'll
to be
great
fun. And then, of course, we always have All-Star Review, where you can go and learn a little bit something from 8 or 9 teachers, and you get a nice little handout to take home with you. And it's always one of our most popular events.
Good. That'll be fun.
Well, so we hope that you'll join us next week right here on Quilt Chat. And be sure to join the conversation. We'd love to get questions directly from you as well.